In Burundi, one of the world's poorest nations, the sun scorches unpaved roads, baking the earth into a hard, dusty ribbon that stretches for miles. The air shimmers with heat, and the landscape is marked by the footprints of those who travel it daily. Here, the people walk for miles every day, men, women, and children alike, each step a testament to their resilience and determination. The journey is not a choice, but a necessity, woven into the fabric of daily life. For most, a bicycle is a luxury beyond reach, a symbol of hope and progress. It's more than just a machine, it's a dream that promises freedom, dignity, and a chance to break the cycle of hardship. Here, distance is a daily enemy. Every errand, every visit to a neighbor, every trip to fetch water or firewood becomes a battle against exhaustion and time. With most living on less than $1 a day, motorized transport is a fantasy. Cars and motorcycles are rare sights reserved for the fortunate few or for emergencies. Every trip, to school, market, or clinic, means hours on foot under the relentless sun. Children rise before dawn, their feet caked in dust just to reach their classrooms. Mothers carry heavy loads, balancing baskets on their heads as they walk to distant markets. This daily grind drains potential, keeping children from school and families from opportunity. Fatigue replaces curiosity, and dreams are often set aside for the sake of survival. But a bicycle changes everything. Suddenly, what once took hours can be done in minutes. The world opens up, and hope rides on two wheels. It's not just a vehicle, it's a multiplier of time, energy, and possibility. With a bicycle, a person can carry more goods, reach more places, and seize more opportunities than ever before. With two wheels, a person can carry more, travel farther, and return home before nightfall. The burden of distance is lifted and the future feels a little closer. A bicycle connects people with the world beyond their village, linking families, communities, and opportunities that once seemed out of reach. The difference is immediate. Suddenly, isolation turns to connection, and limitation to opportunity. A simple ride can mean access to education, healthcare, and markets. In Burundi's rolling hills, the quiet whir of a bicycle chain is the sound of hope. It's the promise of a better tomorrow, echoing through the valleys and villages. It's a two-wheeled dream in a land of dust, a simple tool that can transform lives and communities. For many, it's the first real step toward a better life. The joy of owning a bicycle is written in every smile, every celebration, every newfound possibility. The humble bicycle is a revolution waiting to happen. One pedal stroke at a time, it carries the hopes of a nation forward. Without a bicycle, life in rural Burundi is a marathon of survival. Every day, thousands of people set out before sunrise, their journeys dictated not by choice, but by necessity. The landscape is beautiful, but for those who live here, it is also a constant challenge. One that demands resilience and endurance from even the youngest members of the community. Take Elodie, a young girl whose day starts at dawn, not with school, but a 3-mile trek for water. The path she walks is rough and uneven, winding through fields and over hills. She is not alone. Other children, just like her, make this journey every morning, their laughter and chatter replaced by the quiet determination to bring water home. She hauls a heavy container home, already exhausted before breakfast. The weight of the water presses down on her small frame, and each step is a test of her strength. By the time she returns, her arms ache and her feet are sore, but there is no time to rest. Then, she faces a 4-mile walk to school, often arriving late and tired. The journey is long, and the sun is already high in the sky. Sometimes, she misses the first lessons, her mind clouded by fatigue. Yet, she presses on, determined to learn, knowing that education is her only hope for a better future. The journey home leaves little time for homework or play. By the time Elodie returns, the sun is setting, and chores await. There is barely a moment to rest, let alone to dream or simply be a child. For Elodie, walking steals her childhood and her future. The hours spent on the road are hours lost to learning, to laughter, to the simple joys of growing up. Her dreams are put on hold, replaced by the daily grind of survival. Adults face the same struggle. Jean-Pierre, a farmer, must walk 10 miles to market, carrying heavy sacks on his back. The journey is grueling and the load he carries is often more than he can bear. Each step is a reminder of the sacrifices he makes for his family. He arrives exhausted, forced to sell quickly at low prices. The fatigue in his body makes it hard to negotiate, and the long walk back home looms over him. The market, meant to be a place of opportunity, becomes another hurdle in his daily race. The long walk limits his income and his family's prospects. With less energy and time, he cannot grow his business or provide more for his children. The cycle of poverty continues, fueled by the simple lack of transportation. Healthcare is even more precarious. When illness strikes, the nearest clinic may be a dozen miles away. For many, the journey is simply too far, especially for the elderly, pregnant women, or those already weakened by sickness. Families carry the sick for hours, sometimes arriving too late. The roads are unforgiving, and the burden is heavy, both physically and emotionally. Every mile walked is a race against time, and sometimes hope fades before help can be reached. The absence of a simple bicycle turns treatable problems into tragedies. A bicycle could mean the difference between life and death, between opportunity and limitation. Its absence is felt in every aspect of daily life. Communities try to adapt, sharing what few resources they have, but the need is overwhelming. Even a single working bicycle can transform the fortunes of a family, or even an entire village. In Burundi, the long walk is not just inconvenient, it's a daily battle for survival. Every journey is a test of willpower, a struggle that shapes lives and futures. Every step is a reminder of what's out of reach. The ground beneath their feet is a constant barrier, separating them from education, opportunity, and hope. A bicycle could change everything. It could turn hours of walking into minutes of riding, open doors to education, health and prosperity, and finally give children like Elodie the chance to dream beyond the horizon. Now imagine Elodie with a bicycle. For years, her daily life has been defined by distance, long exhausting walks under the hot sun, carrying heavy loads just to fetch water or reach school. But everything changes the moment she receives a bicycle. A local charity provides her family with a sturdy bike, and her world transforms. Suddenly, what once seemed impossible now feels within reach. The bicycle is more than a gift, it's a turning point. The water run drops from 2 hours to just 30 minutes, the heavy load now strapped to the bike instead of her head. She no longer dreads the journey, instead, she feels the wind on her face and a sense of freedom with every ride. She returns home with energy and time to spare. No longer exhausted, she can help her family, finish her homework, and still have moments left for herself. The 4-mile trip to school, once a daunting trek, now takes just 45 minutes. She rides alongside friends, feeling a sense of belonging and pride. She arrives on time, ready to learn, her grades and attendance improving. The classroom is no longer a distant dream but a daily reality. With extra time, Elodie can play, help at home, and simply be a child. She discovers new interests and builds friendships that once seemed out of reach. The bicycle is her bridge to education and independence. Each pedal forward is a step toward a brighter future. It's more than transport, it's empowerment, safety, and confidence. She feels secure traveling alone, knowing she can reach her destinations faster and safer. For children like Elodie, a bicycle is a key to a future once out of reach. It unlocks opportunities for learning, growth, and connection. The ripple effect touches her family and community. With more time and energy, families thrive, and villages grow stronger together. One simple machine, endless possibilities. For Elodie and countless others, a bicycle is not just a way to get from place to place, it's a path to a better life. Jean-Pierre's life as a farmer is transformed by a bicycle. He can now carry 3 or 4 sacks of beans to market in a single trip, arriving strong and ready to negotiate. His income triples, allowing him to feed his family better and pay school fees. The time saved goes back into his farm, increasing productivity. For tradespeople, a bicycle opens new job opportunities in distant towns. Carpenters, bakers, and health workers can reach more clients and patients. The bicycle is a force multiplier, turning hard work into real progress. It's the engine of small-scale enterprise and economic mobility. For many, it's the most valuable tool they own. With 2 wheels, the cycle of poverty begins to break. The bicycle is not just transport, it's transformation. In emergencies, a bicycle can mean the difference between life and death. Amina's baby develops a fever at night. With a bicycle ambulance, they reach the clinic in under an hour, saving the child's life. Bicycles also enable regular health visits, prenatal care, and quick trips for medicine. They connect families to workshops on nutrition and hygiene. Socially, bicycles keep families connected, allowing visits to relatives and participation in community events. In a world where distance isolates, the bicycle is a lifeline. It strengthens the social fabric, ensuring no one faces hardship alone. Health, hope, and human connection all ride on two wheels. The bicycle is more than a tool, it's a bridge to a better, healthier life. In Burundi, it's a vehicle for survival and solidarity. If bicycles are so transformative, why aren't they everywhere in Burundi? The answer is simple: cost. A basic bike can cost half a year's income. For most families, saving that much is impossible when every cent goes to food and shelter. Even if they manage to buy one, maintenance is a constant challenge. Spare parts and repairs are expensive and hard to find. A flat tire can mean a day's wages lost. That's why a bicycle, once acquired, is a family's most prized possession. It's shared, protected, and meticulously maintained. It's not just a tool, but a symbol of progress and hope. Its value is measured not just in money, but in opportunity. In Burundi, a bicycle is a treasure, hard-won and life-changing. The gap between need and affordability has inspired action. Non-profits collect used bikes from wealthier countries, refurbish them, and ship them to Burundi. Local mechanics are trained, creating jobs and ensuring bikes stay on the road. Some organizations design extra sturdy bikes for rough terrain. Programs often target students, health workers, and especially girls, maximizing impact. Earn-to-own models foster pride and responsibility. Community committees help distribute bikes fairly and transparently. These aren't just handouts, they're partnerships for sustainable change. The organizations provide more than bikes, they build systems of support and hope. They are the mechanics of progress, turning wheels into opportunity. The impact of a single bicycle ripples through an entire community. When a farmer earns more, he spends more locally, boosting the village economy. Teachers and health workers reach more people, improving education and health. New businesses emerge: mechanics, taxi services, delivery riders. Bicycles become a symbol of progress, inspiring others to strive for more. The village shifts from isolated households to a connected network. Social bonds strengthen, and collective resilience grows. The humble bicycle helps build a stronger, healthier society. It's a catalyst for change, one ride at a time. In Burundi, two wheels can lift an entire community. In a world of complex solutions, the bicycle stands out for its simplicity and power. It needs no fuel, little maintenance, and can be fixed with basic tools. Yet, in places like Burundi, it's revolutionary, turning isolation into access, and access into opportunity. The bicycle is a direct answer to poverty's root lack of mobility. It's a small intervention with massive impact: a child finishing school, a farmer feeding his family, a mother saving her child. The sound of a bicycle chain is the sound of hope and progress. It reminds us that profound change can start with the simplest of actions. Even a small push can start a revolution. In Burundi, the journey to a better future begins on two wheels.